What we have here today is just a very finely curated selection of the 1,000 lots that are going under the hammer on September the 4th to the 6th in Los Angeles. These are essentially some of the highlights. We'd love to have bought more. There are some incredible artifacts in this sale, but we've got things from Darth Vader's hero lightsaber, Indiana Jones's whip, Jane Fonda's costume from Barbarella, a clapperboard from Jaws, and of course Sauron's helmet from Lord of the Rings as well. Some astonishing and amazing artifacts.
Yeah, this is the star item from our upcoming auction, our September Entertainment Memorabilia Live auction. And this is Darth Vader's dueling lightsaber. So this is the one that he used to fight Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill, in the climactic duels in The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, which of course were shot here in the UK at Elstree Studios. The lightsaber itself is built out of what is called a micro flash, which is essentially a flash attachment for an old press camera made by a company called MPP, Micro Precision Products, which is a British company. And you can see there's a clamp here. This is where the flash would attach to the body of an old press camera. This is 1940s, 1950s era. And the top, a flash bulb was mounted, and there would be a big reflector behind it. And it's just like what you see, in movies where they're depicting the press of the 1940s. A big flash bulb goes off. That's what this was. The interior is designed to take big batteries, and they did a lot of that with Star Wars. They did a lot of finding real-world objects and converting them into props.
Oh, cool. Any lightsaber specific questions? Okay. So I've moved over from Stephen. He said.
Yeah, this is an original set used in the making of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So it's not just his bullwhip, which of course is his memorable weapon tool that he carries in all the Indiana Jones films. It's also an original leather belt and what they call the whip holster, which is essentially this strip of leather with the strap on it that is used to bind the whole thing to his belt. So this was used specifically as a set in production. You can see there's some little metal ties on there, and that's how the props department kept it together so it wasn't sliding around as it's being worn in the film.
This is the close-up hero neuralyzer from Men in Black 1, so it's the very first film. This is the larger close-up version, so you'll see the neuralyzer in the films, they're actually a bit smaller than this, but this one is much larger because it's the close-up version, so to get in, the camera just gets in and gets all those details.
And also a lot of material that was made for films was actually made for rental into productions and goes back, or used to go back, to rental houses. So for example, something like Jane Fonda's costume from Barbarella, I got a word that perhaps there was some costumes still in existence in Rome with one of the costume houses that worked on the film. And I went out to Rome earlier this year just to try and find what was there, and lo and behold, it was still hanging on a costume rental rail. I mean, it's just astonishing.